of just assess these quarterbacks for us? I know it's trying to get everybody as many reps as possible. Have any of them caught your eye yet?
Yeah, they all have, and they've all from day one to where we are now in practice 9 that we just finished. There's been just a gradual improvement with each one of them, and the main thing that I tell them every day is to bring your A game every single day and get better every single day and listen to the process. In this practice, I saw some things with Malachi, with EJ, with Chuba, and with Bennett, with Bennett Meredith. All 4 of them had moments in practice where I saw them playing the position at a different level than where we started this thing. And they were bad plays. We were making them good. We were not making, the bad decisions and the bad situations, but we've been really harping on targets, decisions, our RPOs, all those things, and being able to lead as a group. And I've seen that of all of them going higher and higher. I'm very impressed with Malachi, where he started day one and where he is right now is it's like a different kid. And that's what I wanted to see in our footwork and how we're continually getting our lead shoulder to our targets, doing all the fundamentals at quarterback is what needs to happen. But EJ Colson has done a great job as he's getting better and better as he goes through it. And then Evans Chuba, has had some moments where he's turned the ball over too many times, and we got to fix that. But we can't serve it up to the defense, and we got to control the rock. But he's also gotten a lot better in a lot of areas that I've seen him grow in. And then Bennett Meredith has done a very good job, too, of competing, and he's the lone guy that was still here that has come up, and he has shown and caught our eye in making plays, and he threw a touchdown today in the red zone, and he did some really good things. So the biggest thing is improving on a daily basis and building this thing.
When you get a quarterback, the first guy out of the portal, I think that kind of makes the statement. Then you get 2 others to really ramp up this challenge. How they all kind of raise the bar for each other a little bit.
Oh, they have. And the biggest thing is competition in the room. And I'm constantly switching up who's going with what group so they don't know. And it's about going out there and playing consistent on a daily basis. And it's also about building a quarterback room. I know everybody wants to know who the starter is and all that and everything, and what I'm worried about is building a room. So if our first guy, second guy, third guy, that we can go win with whoever's in there, and that's what it's about right now, is building a room, and that's what we're doing. And then again, we'll worry about that depth chart as we go and all that, but I'm really pleased where they're going right now.
Is there anybody that's standing out right now in terms of who's learning from their mistakes? That idea that mistakes are going to happen, don't make it twice.
No, that's a great point. I think Malachi has shown the most of listening, keeping his mouth shut, and listening to the coaching from Coach Henson, from myself, from Coach Odom, and being able to really suck in and understand the mistakes, understand what we want to get accomplished at the position, and he's doing a great job of doing that. And really all of them are, but Malachi stood out in the scrimmage. And again, we got another practice on Thursday, and we got a scrimmage on Saturday. And again, everybody has some things that they all have to work on, and we tell them on a daily basis. But I'm impressed where we're going, but we got to keep going. We got to keep going and keep going. And today there were some things out there I saw from EJ Colson, that I saw from Bennett Meredith, and again from Chuba that really can catch my eye, like we're playing the position on a consistent basis, and we got to continue to do that.
Malachi said he views himself as a pocket passer. He was also the best runner on the field. Is that a pretty good assessment of what he is?
Yeah, and we all have to be able to get the ball from point A to point B, whether we're in the pocket, whether we're in pocket movement, RPOs, all those situations. We got to be able to throw the football. And then when it's our time to run the football, we do have runners, and that's the one thing we have recruited. Every one of them can run and can stretch defenses when the time's right.
Is there anyone that stood out from a leadership perspective, both on the field and in the meeting rooms?
Yeah, I would say, again, I think all of them are doing a really good job with leadership. I think Malachi is. I think EJ Colson is. I think Chuba is trying to lead, in all those situations. And I want to see Bennett continue to try to lead as we go through this. So, and then we got 3 other quarterbacks that are in the room that are really doing a great job with Garrett Odom, Jake Wilson, and then we've got Carson Kitchler that's doing really, really good also. They're all working their butts off. So really, really pleased with all of them.
You obviously know EJ going back a ways now. Like, why did you encourage him to come up here?
Well, I knew EJ, and I know he what he can do. I've seen it with my own eyes in high school, and him win state championships and be a leader. And I knew he could come here and compete.
How's the dynamic work with you and Coach Henson, where you've been an OC and now you guys kind of have to work in unison a little bit? So
yeah, we work every day together, and we work great together. And Coach Henson and I have known each other for 20 years, and it's exciting every day to come to work, to be in the same room with him, and again, we're building this thing on a daily basis. But I love our coaching staff, all of the coaches in the offensive room. They're all working their butts off and to build this thing and to build this foundation where we can go win a lot of games here.
Are you coaching the quarterbacks towards an offensive vision, or is the offensive vision coming together as you learn more about these quarterbacks?
Both. Our vision is coming, and so I'm also coaching the quarterbacks, and we're also learning these guys as we go. But in the same boat, we have a vision of what we want to get accomplished and to be one of the top offenses in the country. And again, the quarterback room is being able to adapt to that, but also we adapt to the quarterbacks as we go.
Is there a physical template you look for when recruiting quarterbacks? You want dimension-wise or any other factor like that?
No, the biggest thing is they got to get the ball from point A to point B, and that is the biggest thing with the quarterback is you got to be able to throw the football from point A to point B and get the ball completed, get the ball to playmakers. That's our job, and we got to be able to do that. And then on that, we've got to be able to escape. And you look at the NFL, you look at everybody, you got to be able to escape and go make plays. And again, having athletic ability to be able to go do that. And again, there's going to be times where we're going to run, and there's going to be times in all those situations, but we've got to get the ball from point A to point B.
I mean, it's safe to say this whole quarterback thing, you don't want to name a starter for a while, but this is a competition that could bleed all the way into August, do you think?
It could very easily do that.
Well, what is the process when it comes to the end of the spring? What are you telling guys about where they stand, whether there is a depth chart at that point? Because just the realities of the sport these days, there's going to be decisions to be made.
Yeah, and I'll talk with Coach Odom and Coach Henson, and we'll get to that point towards the end of spring, and then we'll have our individual meetings, and I'll tell them where they stand. And then we'll decide what we want to tell people and all that, and that'll be a message from Coach Odom.
Will you be looking at other quarterbacks through the portal?
Yeah, well, I always look at other quarterbacks. We're always recruiting. We're always doing that. And right now, I'm not going to make any statements on any of that. I'm not worried about that because everybody that's in the portal has fleas also, and they got to figure out. There's all kinds of situations, but high school recruiting is a must. And signing guys from high school is 100% what we're going to be doing. And then we'll deal with the portal as needed.
Anything else? Cool. Thank you, Coach.